In the summer of 1990, the world was shaken when Iraq, led by Saddam Hussein, invaded Kuwait. For Americans, the images on TV were shocking: columns of Iraqi tanks rolling into a tiny, oil-rich nation, civilians fleeing, and a brutal dictator defying the international order. Kuwait was not just any country, its oil reserves were vital to the world economy, and its fall threatened to destabilize the entire Middle East. President George H.W. Bush declared that Saddam's aggression would not stand, and the United States began preparing for a massive response. By January 1991, the stage was set for a military showdown. Under the banner of the largest US-led coalition since World War II, Operation Desert Storm launched with breathtaking force. On the night of January 17, 1991, Americans watched in awe as live news broadcasts showed US cruise missiles streaking across the night sky and stealth bombers slipping into Baghdad. It was the first time a war unfolded in real time on TV, and the power of the US military was on full display. The US Air Force began with a relentless bombing campaign, crippling Iraqi defenses, communications, and infrastructure. American audiences watched with a strange mix of fear and pride: fear of what Saddam might do next, pride in seeing their nation's unmatched technological power. Then came the ground war, a lightning-fast assault lasting only 100 hours. Coalition forces liberated Kuwait with stunning speed, shattering the myth of Saddam's battle-hardened army. For US troops, it was a story of both triumph and sacrifice. Soldiers described the sandstorms, the long nights in the desert, and the uncertainty of facing chemical weapons, since Saddam had used them before. Families back home glued themselves to CNN, waiting for updates, praying for loved ones. When the war ended quickly and decisively, relief washed over the nation. Unlike Vietnam, this was a clear victory. But the Gulf War was also deeply emotional because of the images that lingered: exhausted US troops embracing each other after the fight, Kuwaitis weeping with gratitude as American tanks rolled in, and the haunting sight of the highway of death, miles of destroyed Iraqi vehicles, a grim reminder of war's cost. For US audiences, Operation Desert Storm was unforgettable because it symbolized redemption. After the pain of Vietnam and the doubts of the Cold War, America once again felt like a decisive force for justice in the world. President Bush's approval ratings soared, yellow ribbons decorated American homes, and soldiers returned to cheering crowds. Yet, as history later showed, the war's end left unresolved questions. Saddam Hussein remained in power, and tensions in the region would resurface a decade later. Still, in the moment, Desert Storm was celebrated as a clean, righteous victory, a war where America protected freedom, stood by its allies, and showed the world the might of its military.